Ooh. Thank you very much, Scott. And before I start, there's one thing that something has to be settled before I give my speech. And I'm going to ask the CEO, Carol Saab, to come to the stage. We have a debt that has to be paid off, and I think today is a great day to do it, right now.
Have a shower even.
And yes, I left Brad Marchand's name off it. Well, what a few days we've had. It's been an incredible annual conference and trade show, and it's been so special to have it in the wonderful city of Calgary. J'aimerais remercier la ville de Calgary, Saint-Mary's, Joyty-Gondek, et tous les élus municipaux pour la grande hospitalité. Votre créativité et votre solidarité reflètent l'identité de la municipalité. C'est un honneur d'être devant vous comme président de la FCM. It is my honor to stand in front of you today as FCM president. I'd like to recognize the FCM Board of Directors and everyone who has taken part in our AGM today. The work you do is essential and lays the groundwork for all of our productive efforts throughout the year. As I look around, I see we have a great team of table officers, executive and board members, ready for the upcoming year with Rebecca, Tim, our new third VP, Kathy Valentino, and of course, Scott taking on the role of past president. I'm extremely proud and honored to lead the FCM team alongside of you. I know each and every one of you are dedicated, committed, driven, and ready to represent our communities, moving municipal priorities forward at the federal level. Today, I am also humbled to be following in the footsteps of some great presidents that this organization has had in the past. Clark, Jenny, Vicky May, Bill, Garth, Joanne, Tanine, and Scott. You've left me with some pretty big shoes to fill. To Scott, you've led FCM over this vital year with conviction, compassion, and energy. You've traveled the length and breadth of this country, connecting and advocating tirelessly. To me, you're so much more than a municipal colleague. You're a friend. Someone I've been lucky to have the chance to get to know, and someone who I have great respect for. Today, I want to thank you for being true to yourself and to FCM over these many months. Thank you. And of course, to our CEO, Carol, the new Bruin fan. And all the FCM staff, you are amazing at what you do. It's been said many times and in many locations that you do tremendous work. Well, I'm going to say it one more time because it's still so true. I will rely on your insight and your counsel over the coming year. Please think of this as an in advance thank you. Needless to say, I'm standing here today because of the special people who supported me along the way. To my wife, Joanne, I love you. I know you always have my back, and thank you for giving me so much unwavering support. To my brother Mike, his wife Leslie, and my daughter Nicole, who made the trip to Calgary to help me celebrate today, it means so much. Thank you. I swore I wasn't going to let this happen. To everyone who supported me on Colchester County Council, you truly have my gratitude. In particular, my fellow councillors in attendance today, Councillors Boutlier, Gregory, Cooper, and Patton, and our CAO, Dan. I can only say a huge thank you. Today, I also reflect on advice that my dad gave me upon being elected to council. He said to me, Geoff, you have 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. Try to remember which one should be used the least. To this day, Dad, I'm trying to observe and listen. I know it's my family as well as my municipal colleagues who will keep me grounded, open and listening in this role. My friends, since we gathered at our annual conference last year in Toronto, it's been a huge year for Canadian communities. As you've seen and heard over the last couple of days, now is high time to redefine the future, what the future can be for communities and local government. As we've repeated, the true path to the future is via a municipal growth framework. The record growth that Canada has seen means that Canadians are looking for us to respond to their needs right now. Local governments don't have the luxury of waiting around. As I speak, we have pressing national need for housing, but also for local roads, water and waste services, public transit, and vital local amenities that support quality of life in our communities. More than ever, Canadians are looking to their municipalities to deliver. We know communities have been making massive efforts to accommodate our rapid national growth. Just look at the massive effort that's been underway across so many municipalities to rezone and facilitate new housing. It's been a historic push. However, we know that every new home must be built, must be matched with investment in infrastructure. We also know that the way that our system is in Canada is set up isn't fit for purpose in this scenario of rapid growth. After all, it was designed back in 1867. It's seriously outdated. It doesn't provide municipalities with the means to truly service this growth. What communities are really asking for is the ability to respond to Canadians' needs faster. As governments of proximity, we know better than anyone what needs to be done, where our priorities are. Our residents certainly let us know. If I asked you, I bet you can tell me right now in technicolor details what the priorities in your municipality are. We municipal leaders need to be able to turn to community members and say, yes, we're fixing that problem. Yes, we're building that road, that park, or that community center your neighborhood needs. Because we've been trusted with a more equitable portion of Canada's tax dollar. Because we've been reapproached how we fund local services with a long-term focus. Because we now have a framework that truly enables us to respond to local needs. We're ready for that conversation with our federal, provincial, and territorial colleagues. On Thursday, we published an exhaustive paper that outlines the options we must bring to this framework about. So as your president, I will say loud and clear, give us the tools to deliver for our communities. So that we don't have to constantly go asking for limited programs and grants every year. Give us a new municipal growth framework, and we'll all be living in communities that are better resourced and better prepared for the future. Give us the capacity to respond, and we'll show you what the future of Canada can be. To all of you here today, I say thank you for your confidence in me and for your support. The president is one position, but it's the membership that is the real beating heart of FCM. We're all aware of the stress of public office, and sadly, that toll that comes with it in 2024. It is a major cause for concern, and that's why we're focusing on it this afternoon's important plenary. However, in challenging times, we should never forget the changes that our collective strength can bring about. In my early days at FCM, I recall how I presented a resolution on active transportation, which went on to shape the federal government's transportation strategy. Never did I ever imagine that a country boy councillor from a community of several hundred people would ever influence a federal decision. So remember, your voice, your actions in this organization, in this country, matter, regardless where you come from. My personal goal this year is to continue to focus on the hard work and dedication that municipal leaders bring to their positions. I want to facilitate the cooperation, collaboration, and communication between municipal staff, elected officials, and the public that is so important to our country's success. As we said at the beginning of this conference, Canada is a story of growth, but that growth is being held back by our outdated financing model. I can't wait to collaborate with you, visit you, and advocate alongside of you to finally unlock the full potential of our municipalities. Together, over the next year, let's get this new municipal growth framework rolling and ensure Canada's success for generations to come. Thank you. Merci.